Good morning, students. Now I am going to continue with the third family, that is family Malvaceae. In the previous two videos, I have explained the characters for family Anomaceae, the first family, the primitive one, and that is followed by family Brassicaceae. Now I am going to switch over to the third family, that is family Malvaceae. Okay? The classification for family Malvaceae. Malvaceae belongs to class Dicotyledonine, subclass Polypetalae, series Thalamiflorae, order Malvaceae, and family Malvaceae. So this is a classification for family Malvaceae. Malvaceae family belongs to class Dicotyledonine, subclass Polypetalae, series Thalamiflorae, order Malvaceae, and family is called as Malvaceae. So this Malvaceae family is hibiscus family. This is hibiscus family, which includes about 85 genera and 1000 species. 85 genera and 1000 species, out of which about 22 genera and 125 species are reported from India. Okay? So this is hibiscus family. Hibiscus, all of you know about the hibiscus. It is one of the most commonly cultivated garden plant. You will get hibiscus in your home, and that is a common garden plant which is an example for family Malvaceae. Apart from that, let me provide you one or two more examples there. Cotton belongs to family Malvaceae, and lady's finger, Bendekai, belongs to the same family. So this is hibiscus family, which is having 85 genera and 1000 species, among which only 22 genera and 125 species are reported from India. They are reported from The plant parts are mucilaginous in nature. You know, lady's finger, vegetable prepared of lady's finger. You know, it will be slimy in nature. And if you crush the hibiscus flower, touch water, and you will feel slimy. So that is because of the presence of mucilage in the plant parts. Even the hibiscus leaves, all the plant parts contain mucilage in them. So that is a very special feature of the members which belong to family Malvaceae. Apart from that, some members of this family are characterized by the presence of stellate hairs. The plant parts are covered by stellate hairs. For example, lady's finger. We know on the lady's finger fruit also we get the stellate hairs. Very stiff stellate hairs are found over the surface of the lady's finger fruit as well as on the plant parts of lady's finger. So that is also one of the special feature of the members which belong to this family. So that the presence of mucilage and some plants, they are characterized by the presence of stellate hairs on the plant parts is the important character of the members of this family. Next to this, the root system of the plant. There is no much speciality with respect to the root system because the family belongs to dicotyledonate, class dicotyledonate. Definitely it is characterized by the presence of taproot system. Very strong taproot system is found among the plants, so that it is the common feature of all dicots. And there is no such kind of modifications which you observed in the Brassicaceae family, like that of it is modified for the purpose of storage and all. Here there is no such kind of modification. The root system is normal and it is highly branched taproot system. Next to this, the stem characters. The stem in the family Malvaceae is also profusely branched and it is mostly fibrous in nature. Very much rigid fibers are found in the stem part of the plants which belong to this family. So it is strong, profusely branched, fibrous in nature, and that is the feature for the stem character in case of this hibiscus family. After completing these three characters, we have to switch over to the leaves. Leaf character in case of this family. You have seen the leaves of hibiscus plant, lady's finger, the cotton plant. They are the common examples where the leaves are definitely they are simple, they are petiolate in nature, and the leaves are stipulate. The leaves are stipulate among the members of this family. Stipules are the additional pair of leaf-like structures found at the leaf base. And the stipules, they are present among the members of this family. And the stipules in this family are called as free lateral kind of stipules. The stipules are called as free lateral type because they are found on both lateral sides of the leaf. For example, if this is a hibiscus leaf, the petiole, so you will get small leaf-like structure on both left and right side of the petiole of the leaf. So these two are called as the stipules. And these stipules are very much free from each other. There is no attachment between the stipule and the stalk of the leaf. So that they are called as free lateral kind of stipules. So that the leaves of this family are petiolate, simple, stipulate. The stipules are described as free lateral in nature, and the leaves are colline, sparsely arranged over the stem. That is represented by alternate phyllotaxy. Leaves are simple, petiolate, stipulate with alternate phyllotaxy, and the margin of the lemma is various kind of margin is found. It is serrate kind of margin is found. Serrate margin. Margin of the lemma is serrate in nature, and it is variously lobed in some plants. Then the leaves are characterized by multi-costrate reticulate venation. Multi-costrate reticulate kind of venation. Multi-costrate reticulate type of venation means the leaf or the lemma is traversed by more than one equally strong matrix-like structures. And this is multi-costrate reticulate type because reticulate is the basic type of venation found among the members of all dicotyledonous families, but here it is multi-costrate reticulate in nature. So leaves are simple, petiolate, stipulate. Stipules are free lateral in nature. They are alternate, and the lamina is herbaceous. Generally, the leaf is herbaceous in texture. The margin is serrate, and the multi-costrate reticulate kind of venation is of common occurrence among the members of this family. Then, apart from this, after studying the leaves of the members of this family, we have to switch over to the solitary cymos is the characteristic inflorescence of the family Malvaceae, and very rarely the flowers are produced in cluster. Okay, so usually the flowers are produced singly, so that's why it is solitary cyme, either axillary or terminal position. Now the flowers of this family. To describe the flower features, the flowers of family Malvaceae are pedicellate, actinomorphic, bisexual, bracteate, bracteolate, hypogynous in nature, and it is pentamerous. These are the terms which are used to describe the flowers. Okay? To describe the flower, I will draw the LS of hibiscus flower. If you take LS of hibiscus flower, always when you draw the style stigma, filament, etc., you have to draw two lines so that it represents they are radially symmetrical parts of the flower. Okay? Don't draw single line. These are the stamens. Stamen tube around the ovary. This is LS of the ovary, which contains ovules on axial placentation. Axial placentation in LS appears like this. This is stamen tube. Let me label the parts later. This is the petal or corolla, and external to corolla you get the calyx, and below the calyx there is one more additional whorl in the members of this family, that is called as epicalyx. This is in LS of hibiscus flower. Very simple to take an LS, hold the flower upside down, cut it vertically into two halves and observe the features. So this is the pedicel now. Now you might have seen this kind of demarcation over here. This is the peduncle. Axis of inflorescence is called as peduncle. The axis of the inflorescence ends with the floral bud. So that this is cymose type of inflorescence. Because it is going to hold only one flower, it is called as solitary cyme. Now this is the pedicel of the flower. Just above the pedicel you get a small whorl made up of 7 to 8 green, small leafy structures considered as bracteoles in case of Malvaceae family. This is called as epicalyx. Above the epicalyx is the calyx usually made up of 5 sepals which are fused in nature. This is corolla, or this is the petal. Very colorful petals are found in hibiscus species. And out here, this is the ovary. Innermost part of the flower. These are the ovules. Long, white, tubular structure is style, and this is the stigma. Now, external to this white tubular structure, you will find that red colored. If it is a red colored hibiscus, you will get a red colored tubular structure, or yellow one, you will get yellow colored tubular structure. And this tube is called as staminal tube. This is staminal tube. These are the anthers, and short part remaining is called as the filaments. Okay, this is LS of a hibiscus flower. Now to describe the hibiscus flower. Hibiscus flower is pedicellate because it is having a pedicel. It is actinomorphic because it can be cut into two equal halves in any plane. It is bracteate because always it is produced in the axil of a leaf. So that leaf itself is considered as a bract in case of this family. So it is bracteate flower. Bisexual because it is having both ovary and androecium in one flower. So that it is bisexual. Hypogynous because ovary is situated at the top of the thalamus, and the flower is pentamerous in nature because the floral parts are in 5s or multiples of 5s. So that the flowers pedicellate, bracteate, bracteolate, actinomorphic, bisexual, hypogynous, and pentamerous. Attractively colorful, that can be also added to the flower character. After that, as far as the description of different the valvate distribution. Then the next mole of the flower, corolla. Corolla in Malvaceae is made up of, definitely it is a pentamerous flower because the floral parts are in fives or multiples of fives. So that corolla is made up of 5 petals and all the 5 petals are free. They are free, so that it is polypetals corolla. The family belongs to Polypetalae, and all the petals are free and the petals are slightly fused with the staminal tube at the base. At the base of the corolla, here we find this petal is slightly fused with the staminal tube here. Staminal tube is going to end here, and exactly at this point the petal is fused with the staminal tube. Otherwise, there is no fusion between the petals. It belongs to polypetalous type of corolla. There is no definite shape to the corolla. So petals are 5, they are free, polypetalous in nature, and definitely they are characterized by the twisted kind of distribution, or the distribution is called as contorted type of distribution. The meaning of the twisted distribution is all the 5 petals are overlapping in a regular manner. One part of the petal will be out, the other part will be in. So if you find regular overlapping, clockwise or anti-clockwise, and that kind of distribution is called as the twisted kind of distribution. Then the next part of studying the flower is endracium. The endracium is very special in the family Malvaceae. The endracium, the number of stamens are many. There are many number of stamens, and all the stamens are free, and the filaments of all stamens are fused to form the important part of the flower, that is called as staminal tube. These are the many number of stamens here, and filament, small portion of the filament is free. The remaining portion of the filament is fused to form a tubular structure, which is going to envelop the complete length of the style and also the ovary, and this is called as the staminal tube. And the stem, because of this bundle in nature, all the many number of stamens are grouped in one bundle. The stamens of this family are called as monadelphous. Monadelphous means mona, single. All the stamens, even though the flower is having many number of stamens, all stamens are grouped into one bundle, and hence it is called as monadelphous condition. Adelphi. Adelphi meaning is all the anthers are free, the filaments are fused. That is the condition called as monadelphous condition. And each stamen, if you take out one stamen, each stamen of this Malvaceae family, any member, take any member of this family, the stamen is characterized by the presence of extremely short filament and this kind of bean seed like or kidney shaped anther. And this anther is always, it is monothecous in nature. So here, this type of anther is called as, this is the anther. And very special feature of this family, that is called as reniform anther. Reniform, meaning is kidney-like. It is kidney-like or it is bean seed-like, having only one chamber, and that is why the anther is reniform and it is also monothecous in nature. You know, you will check the previous videos, you will get the meaning of monothecous. Theca is chamber. The anther is having only one chamber, so it is a reniform monothecous kind of It is the capsule kind of fruit. It's a dry dehiscent fruit and called as schizocarpic. It is a schizocarpic kind of fruit. No, sorry. It is a kind of dry dehiscent fruit called as capsule. Capsule is a dry dehiscent kind of fruit. The loculicidal capsule. It can be called as loculicidal capsule. If you observe the dry lady's finger, you will find that it is going to crack open at the angles here. At the angles, the fruit is going to crack open, so that locule back of the locules. If the fruit breaks on the back of the locule, then it is called as loculicidal capsule, and the seeds are thrown out. It is a dry dehiscent kind of simple fruit called as the capsule type of fruit. So this is about the characters by means of which we can identify the plant belongs to family Malvaceae. So to list out the important features of the family Malvaceae, the presence of mucilage in the plant parts, the presence of stellate hairs in the plant parts, the leaves are stipulate and the stipules are free lateral in nature, multi-costate reticulate kind of venation with serrate margin in the leaf, solitary cyme type of inflorescence either axillary or terminal in position. The presence of epicalyx is a very important feature of the family. Apart from that, the twisted distribution in the corolla, many number of stamens which are monotyphous in nature, reniform and monothecous kind of anther. It is an exclusive character of family Malvaceae, very important feature of the family Malvaceae. And with respect to the dehiscence of the anthers, the dehiscence takes place in transverse manner. Transverse dehiscence. Because it is made up of only one chamber, it has to be dehisced transversely to release the pollens, and that is also one of the special feature of the anther. The variation is pentacarpellary or multicarpellary, syncarpous, superior ovary with many ovules arranged on axile placentation, and the fruits are described as the capsule type of fruit. So these are, if you list out the characters, you will get about 6 to 7 important characters in the family. You write down the characters properly, listen to the video properly, write down the important features of the family, and that itself is the answer for distinguishing features of the family Malvaceae. Okay, now the examples for the family Malvaceae. Examples, okay? First one. Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Hibiscus esculentus. Hibiscus esculentus or Abelmoschus esculentus. Abelmoschus esculentus. Okay. Ebutelon indicum. Sida, or you can pronounce it as Sida. It is Sida rombifolia. Or there is another species of Sida, cordifolia. So here the species are named because of the shape of the leaf, rhomboidal shape of the leaf, folia is the leaf, and here it is cordifolia, quadrate shape of the leaf. Sida rombifolia, Sida cordifolia are the wild plants which belong to this family. Apart from this, the very important, economically very important plants of this family, Gossypium, Herbaceum, Gossypium, Hirsutum, Gossypium, Barbadans, Gossypium indicum, and Gossypium arboreum. Okay, these are the 5 species of cotton. So all these 5 species belong to cotton. Gossypium herbaceum, Gossypium hirsutum, Gossypium barbadans, Gossypium indicum, Gossypium arboreum are the 5 species of cotton, and these are cultivated plants for their fiber. Fiber used in textile industry. Cotton fiber is obtained from the outgrowths which are obtained over the surface of the seed, and that is the fiber. So this goes to textile industry, where economically very important plant, Gossypium species. They are all the 5 species are entirely different. Herbaceum is Asiatic cotton. You can write in bracket. Herbaceum is Asiatic cotton. Gossypium arboreum is Egyptian cotton. This is Egyptian cotton. And Gossypium hirsutum is a plant cotton. This is a plant cotton. And Gossypium barbadans, Gossypium barbadans is also Egyptian cotton. This is also Egyptian cotton. And Gossypium indicum is tree cotton. This is called as tree cotton. So these are all the species of cotton, cultivated varieties of cotton. Hibiscus rosa sinensis is China rose. Hibiscus is commonly called as China rose. This is hibiscus, cultivated for its ornamental value. Hibiscus esculentus or Abelmoschus esculentus is lady's finger. Bendecal, lady's finger is called as Abelmoschus esculentus or Hibiscus esculentus. So this is cultivated for its fruit, which is commonly used as vegetable. Avitilon indicum is a wild plant, fibrous plant. It's a wild one. Cedar roundifolia, Cedar cordifolia they are also made up of very fibrous nature of the stem. Is found among the species of the Cedar cordifolia and Cedar roundifolia. These are of wide occurrence. And these are some examples of family Malvaceae. You can get all these examples except cotton, because we don't cultivate the cotton in our area. You might have not seen the cotton plant. Otherwise, you have seen all other plants. They are commonly available wild on the roadside or at the ground side. So that these are the members of hibiscus family. And very easy to remember all the characters here. Because of the presence of mucilage, it is very distinct. Because of the presence of epicalyx in the below the calyx, it is very distinct. And monodelphous kind of reniform, one-celled, anther with transverse lesions, and the presence of stamen tube around the style here and around the ovary also, exile placentation and capsule type of fruit are the distinguishing features of family Malvaceae. With this, I am going to finish with this family Malvaceae. Let us continue with the next family in the next class. Thank you.